A bird can sing in the street. She didn't say it with anger. She said it as fact. In Canada, if you commit a crime, you can lose your freedom. We understand that principle. Actions have consequences. But imagine losing your freedom not because of something you did, but because of something you are. Imagine hearing birds outside your window, watching them move freely, knowing that stepping beyond your front door could compromise your safety. A bird can sing in the street, she said. We cannot. She was a journalist in Afghanistan. When the Taliban regained control, her career ended overnight. Women were confined to their homes. No public voice, no employment, no education. Movement was restricted. Presence was controlled, not because of a crime, but because of gender. She and her husband left because if they did not, they would be murdered. They fled first to Pakistan. There were interviews, paperwork, waiting periods, and months of uncertainty. No guarantees, no timeline, just the hope that somewhere safety would be possible. Eventually, they arrived in Canada. Arrival is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of rebuilding. Now, they had to start rebuilding from zero. New systems, new expectations, employment searches, government forms in a second language, banking, healthcare, transportation. Starting over is not dramatic. It is exhausting. It is learning everything again while carrying the memory of what was lost. On January 1st, 2025, she gave birth to a healthy baby girl. A child born into freedom. Yet, even in that joy, she wondered how to raise her daughter to understand that while they are now safe, so many other young girls are not. She does not want her daughter to forget the family members they had to leave behind. This little girl will grow up able to walk outside without fear, able to go to school, able to speak in public, able to choose her future. Things we take for granted. That is what courage can create. There is a lot in the world that feels heavy right now, but there are also good people quietly doing good work. Mr. Fred Rogers once said that when you see scary things in the news, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. At Boaz Global, we try to be those helpers, not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently. We sit with people in the complicated middle, the paperwork, the appointments, the rebuilding. We build relationships that allow families not just to survive, but to thrive. Sometimes that means holding hope steady until someone else can carry it again. Many people ask, what can I do? You can be present in your own community. And if your life does not allow you to sit across the table from someone rebuilding their life, you can still stand behind them. Today looks like this. Finding a soccer jersey so a 12-year-old boy can play on a team instead of standing on the sidelines watching. Finding tickets to a hockey game so that two young girls, new to this country, can sit in an arena and feel like they belong. Looking for a livable home for a family of 7 who are trying to rebuild their lives with dignity. This is the work of hope. It is not dramatic. It is present. It is showing up in the quiet spaces where people are trying to steady themselves. It is helping someone find footing before they fall further. It is restoring dignity in small, practical ways. Some days it is paperwork. Some days it is appointments. Some days it is driving across town. And some days it is sitting across from someone at a kitchen table and simply listening or sharing a meal. Often we cannot share every detail. Privacy matters. Safety matters. But the work continues, and it happens closer than most people realize. We often look at society and ask, how did someone end up in this situation? A better question might be, what could I have done to help before it got this far? Somewhere along the way, we drifted from community into individualism. As long as we are okay, we assume everything around us must be okay. We outsource responsibility to systems, to governments, to someone else. But what if someone else is simply someone willing to care? You may never meet the young boy in the soccer jersey. You may never see the family settling into their new home. You may never sit beside those girls at their first hockey game. But you can still be part of the world that made those moments possible. The work of hope exists to tell these stories, to remind us that hope is not an idea. It is an action. It is built through presence, through consistency, through ordinary people choosing to care. And the beautiful thing is, in today's world, volunteering doesn't always look the way it used to. It might look like offering a ride, helping someone practice a new language, filling out a form, making a phone call, donating your time, sharing a story, or simply being someone who listens. You don't have to change the whole world. Sometimes, helping one person find their footing changes everything. Transparency matters, integrity matters, and the work of hope continues. Find us on Substack to read stories of inspiration and hope from around the world. This is the work of hope.